training group has shifted to the Bay Area, so now I have an on-site coach working with me and some training partners, like more so than just last year I had one guy I worked with. Now I have like a group of people, so that's really helpful.
Who's the on-site?
His name is Tom Close. He used to coach at USF, but now he's our assistant coach.
You went to Columbia, right?
Yeah, he went to Columbia. Yeah, coached at Iona for a little bit.
What's it like when you see like the first meet of the year, 3 people run 3:57?
It's impressive. It's last year there were some like 3:58s the first meet of the year, and then 3:56s like in July. So I think just like I was saying how my training's progressed, I think with everybody's you see that their training progresses and the timeline changes, and so last year there were all these great people who would run all these great times, but at the end of the day, not some of those people had great performances at the Olympics and some didn't. So I try not to let it freak me out. I think I try to take it as it comes and understand. I understand the sport, and I know that at the end of the day, I just have to get my butt on the line and run as fast as I can.
Right. And what do you think of the whole Mary Cain phenomenon? Is that not that the 1500 needs more publicity, it's already got a ton, but what do you think of all that?
I mean, I think it's extremely impressive what she's doing. To be able to run 4:04 as a 16-year-old is like such an accomplishment. And I mean, I think she seems like she has a great personality. She seems like a really sweet girl, and any publicity is good publicity, I guess. So it's great bringing attention to the sport. We had the same thing with Jordan back in 2008, and sometimes it was in 2008. Sometimes it would be tough when you would talk about the Olympic trials or the Olympics, and the only thing they would talk about was that one thing. But at least they're talking about something to do with the sport. So I appreciate that.
And one question about your last race, Drake. I mean, you kind of went for it and then finished fourth. Like, is there any thought to play it safe? I mean, there was a lot of money on the line, $10,000. Like when you finished, is you like, oh God, I just lost?
A $10,000 mistake. That was definitely when I went into the race, I knew that my strength was good, but my speed wasn't there yet. And I had seen that in the road mile a few days before, where I just kind of got out-kicked at the end. And so, I figured my best shot of doing well was just to kind of stick my nose in it. And, as you said, at the end I ended up getting past the last 100 meters by 2 people and came in fourth, which was really disappointing. But in talking with my coach afterwards, I think that was my best approach for that race. I just wasn't ready on the day for it, so hopefully I will be tomorrow and moving.
I mean, do you get confidence from the fact that a bunch of people that you beat in that race have now run 4:04, 4:05?
Yeah, I mean, that is good to see when you see that a lot of us who were running 4:07, 4:08, 4:09, 4:10s, whatever, are now running 4:04s. I for myself, I knew that if my training progressed as I wanted to, that I would be in that kind of shape, and I think that it's just a reminder that that's the case. That just because you have a not so great first race, if you keep doing what you're doing and get in the right circumstances, that it can come together. If I could control the weather, my first goal would be for it to not rain. But it's a big field. I hope I have a clean race. I hope that I can get a good time. I still don't have the standard. I've only run 4:09 so far this year, so that's really important. And it's the women in the field are all some of the top people in the U.S. and in the world. So if I can take some scalps there, that would be really great for my confidence.